Hello, hello, all you dungeon denizens out there. The name is Ooze. I'm your resin gelatinous cube janitor here in the void. Keeps it Nefaria, keeping things tidy and keeping things clean, and keeping the lights on while Nefaria is without her corporeal body. But I can see I'm still on the starting stream thing here, so let's go into the tavern. Hello. Oh boy, what a day indeed. Hoping everyone's doing well. It's been a long day for me. Uh, but yeah. I'm hoping everyone's having a good day, good Thursday at that. Friday is just around the corner for y'all, which is always good. This is technically my Monday, just because I had my weekend, I guess, Wednesday, Tuesday. So this will be my Monday. At least got the tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Monday to get through, and I'll have another 2 days off, which will be good. But yeah. I'm hoping everyone's having a good day so far. It's been an interesting one. It seems like things were going a little bit on the slow side as far as work is concerned. I did get out relatively on time, all things considered. There was still a little bit of an issue, but meh. That will be for future Uzi to deal with, at least. But yeah. Me. So, a little bit of news, at least for those joining in. I'm gonna be. So, this is at least. We are a few weeks away from my birthday. Yeah. So, my birthday is actually May 15th. It falls on a Monday, which is kind of interesting because, as far as that's concerned, the fact that it falls on a Monday means that I get to have my 2 days off right afterwards and at least get to enjoy the day that way, which is dope. But yeah. So there's gonna be some cool stuff. I'm thinking I might do like maybe a little bit of a subathon. I'm not particularly sure. I'm not sure. But I might do. Nefaria does have, we are probably going to have dinner at that date. I just need to figure out what I'm going to be doing as far as streaming. Kind of want to do, maybe a longer stream for either that day or maybe the day right after. But yeah, meh, meh. That'll be something to at least be considerate of then. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. I don't know what I'll do at all. But yeah. But for the meantime, let's go ahead and get into the game. We have, for your viewing pleasure today, we have Disco Elysium. We're going to continue our adventure there and hopefully not implode from the level of social anxiety that this game inflicts upon me at every point. So let's go ahead and load up into the gaming scene. We got that. I'm gonna shrink myself down. And if I remember, I'm gonna need to put myself over here because the text boxes come up on the right side of the screen there. I'll just do that. Let's make it a little bit on the easy side. And I think we can go ahead and adjust the volume. Yes. And I can turn off the music that's going on. Yeah. So, where did we leave off with this game before? I know we were at kind of an odd spot. Looks like I have. Okay, I'm just gonna go with the bookstore. I think where we last left off, we were at the bookstore. We had brought in that one lady's daughter from the cold, and at least it helped in that regard. But yeah, it's almost 6 o'clock. Is this something?
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Shop here, what's behind the curtains?
Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
There is something here.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you.
Ah,
This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges.
and who are the Seminese?
Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Seminine Islands down south.
Huh.
Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
I will hold off on that. So I don't want to piss her off. But I also don't have enough money for books, and I also need to get 100 Royale if I want to have any hope. Book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica. Interesting. I don't have money. I need money. I need money very badly. To roundabout north. To Cape Side Apartments, Martinez Pier. The ad reads, broken window, Tibbs has windows. Trash. If you had a bag in your hand, perhaps you collect these bottles and sell them. I don't have a bag, do I? Things I've seen and said. Hear the distant squall of seabirds. Is that a bag? It is a bag! Crit! Take it. I have a bag. Plastic has "Frit Sick" written on it. Dynamic, forceful manner that implies great prices. As you crack it open, a multi gust of air flies in your face, smells of yeast and beer. A perfect place for terror. Okay. Can I equip these? I can. I can collect tear now, baby. Let me at that. Let me at it. I am gonna be a tear collecting machine. That's, oh god. That is not a lot of money for that. Oh no. Can I go to there? Oh, I can pick it up from there? Really? Alright, I'm point. I am very far as far as getting money I need. Splatter of bullet holes lines along the wall. Oh, whoa, wait, there, right there. Yes. Take all. Oh, we're getting so filled with bags. And even more. Hold on. I shouldn't be getting this excited about plastic bottles and other things, but I do believe I need this in order to be able to stay the night. Hello? Who are y'all? Hello?
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
Rene Arnoux.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
The other one is eating a big
I'm
sandwich.
trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
Shouldn't I ask what game it is first?
No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
Better observe them
See?
first.
Your munching and complaining have ruined my concentration.
The man throws a metal ball toward a smaller wooden ball in the sand, missing it by a meter.
Ah, mon Dieu. The pain in my back is unbearable. I can't even say if it's in my back or hip anymore. Feels like it's in both.
Tries to measure the
I
throw.
hope you pass out from it. You goddamn jellyfish. Men like you are the reason this nation is sinking.
Standing tall and proud, he looks at his partner with disgust.
Trying to throw something as close to a predetermined point as possible. Measuring. This must be the age-old game of petanque.
Tank?
Shush. Ignore them. They don't know what they're doing. They're old. You are letting down yourself and the team. Get in the damn game already.
Man, physical instrument, you need to calm the F down. Wait, what team?
Doesn't matter what team. Pick a team. Any team. The blue team. You're letting them down. Get in the game and throw the goddamn ball.
Why are you so mean to me?
Eyes on the ball, Dinky Winky.
Nope, I don't. I know that the game is petanque, but I don't want to throw. Moment of your time, fellows. Don't get involved in the game.
Sure, officer. I am René Arnaud. And my specially abled partner here is Gaston Martin. How can we help you?
The man in the uniform stands before you tall and proud. Do you know anything about the man hanged in the backyard of Whirling Rats?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
So he's at least nice. Okay, that's actually good. And most of the locals?
In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with
Cop
cops?
is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
That seems a little bit harsh, this answer right here. So, again, you don't know anything.
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
Okay.
This is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost no future.
Damn. Inland Empire, you are scary. You seem to be playing in a crater.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Does it have anything to do with all the bullet holes I've been seeing around?
Yes. It was left by heavy artillery fire.
Heavy artillery fire, you say? That's the best kind of artillery fire. Very interesting.
Okay, it's a crater left by artillery fire, but why?
Why what?
Why was heavy artillery used?
Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital
Okay.
into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Wait, who are the communards again?
Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists,
Oh.
call them what you like. They just chose the name to feel special. Senseless sentimentality.
Did you use artillery fire against them?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked.
Yeah, it's squeezing a bull in his fist.
Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda. And mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't, though. And we
Oh.
left Caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
Why shell them here in Martinez?
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first.
Beachhead?
Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
I am actually interested in doing this history lesson, but I'm also a little bit worried about the content of this guy speaking. But it's okay.
He finds your lack of historic knowledge troubling, a sign of mental deterioration in the preceding generations.
Right.
Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other two are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
Now thoughtfully turned to look
This here
northeast.
is Blood Ground, where Coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
My god.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Ah, that explains all the war damage.
Damn right, son. They lit the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
There's a strange gleam in his eyes.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still all influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
God. I really don't want to get political. Okay. So, no. That's even worse. That sounds very racist. Coalition seems quite capable. Colleagues just don't understand how money works. Nothing, I don't think I just do. I'm gonna go with option
I'm
5.
just so damn sorry it had to be the coalition.
Okay.
After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains,
Oh my goodness.
I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frisell had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
Okay.
This royal failure weighs heavily on him.
It does appear to weigh heavily upon him.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio.
He sighs.
This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
What exactly is a suzerain?
The suzerain is the king. Has everyone forgotten already? They've forgotten already. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
Damn, that is a legendary composure. I saw the statue of Philippe III near the roundabout.
Ah, yes. King Philip III on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
Cocaine. Cocaine.
God dang it.
Sounds like our kind of king. And just imagine what kind of cocaine a king would have had.
Electrochemistry, why?
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule.
How should a true king rule?
Oh, old
Oh,
Philip was a big
no.
fan of the purple nose candy the nobility loved so much.
I
And
didn't
cocaine
mean to
connoisseur
click
thought,
on what was that
his
about
egocentricity
cocaine.
is borderline legendary.
You
Shoot.
can't even take the responsibility for yourself. How could you fathom the responsibility weighing on the shoulders of a ruler?
Yes, obviously annoyed.
That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine. For clarity of vision.
I-
To aid in their work. Regnum cocainum. Revachol's finest years.
You're getting proud about coke. No.
I'm satisfied with this explanation.
Okay.
Of course. Clarity of vision. Awareness.
Yeah, thank you very much for that deadpan there, Kim.
Philippe III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine. The
Oh
court
my
made
god.
it administer the dose to his mother when she was in labor, and it is well known that with the help of cocaine, only the purest,
Oh
of course,
no.
he was able to connect with higher realms.
Oh no.
Higher realms. Of course, it all makes sense.
I don't. Thanks for clearing
I'm
that up.
listening
How should a true king rule?
decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood.
Powerful leaders not afraid to do what must be done. That's what this country needs. Seems to me a leader should take care of his people before himself.
A nation is only as strong as its leader. That's why it was such madness to try to...
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
There is some weariness in his voice now. He heard this rant many
The
times before.
Carabiner doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve.
Right.
No one and nothing can change this man's mind. He is as rigid as they come, still in that antique uniform. It's a symbol for him.
So how about something
Right.
else? I don't think I have enough to be able to do that. 8%. 8% for a legendary composure roll? That seems very much impossible. Thank you for your time. Can I talk to you?
I have really outdone myself. This is divine.
Takes a bite out of a sandwich.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat arse of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
Damn, Renee.
Honey, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle.
Hey, Renorvac, it's good to see you, and how you doing there, buddy? Good night and good evening to you. And for those that are in the chat at the moment, if you wouldn't mind and be so kind, please definitely feel free to give Renorvac a follow. He is a jelly boy, just like me, and also a very, very cool guy at that. Loves the roguelikes, loves a lot of more thinking games like this. Definitely someone that, I enjoy the company of, and I do respect as well too. But yeah, it's good to see you, man. I'm hoping you're having a good day. We're playing some more Disco Elysium, so I'm at least trying to go through this. And boy, we are talking to elderly veterans, which is an interesting topic. We just went through a rant for this Renee fellow, who is very much I guess you could say traditionalist. I'm not sure how to really put it. But he definitely has some stern opinions about how the world should be. Let's continue.
Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
Tell me, what do you know about the dead man?
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
Come on, you must have heard something.
No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
At least Gaston is actually very nice.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Fair enough.
Respects?
Sounds a bit like you're holding back.
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even say it
Damn,
properly.
son. Okay. Oh
Can
my
I
god.
at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard.
Then who is this Evart, you know?
Evrard Claire. Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
Yep. Are you a union member?
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I
Okay.
attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Everard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me.
Cool. Okay. In many ways?
Oh, yes.
So you're not an actual member.
Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card. But Everard keeps me on the payroll, just for the little things.
Interesting.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Vezavane. Turns to where the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate this socialist rabble. But even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
I wonder if that comment is more directed towards me at this point. What are the little things you do for Everard?
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
What kind of things do you write for him?
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Everard and I have these long talks where...
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Thanks. That's all for now, guys.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
What are the rules of this game?
Oh, the goal is to throw your bull. As close to the cochonnet as you can. That's the cochonnet.
Interesting. Tell me more about it.
First, you draw a circle about a half a meter in diameter. We made ours out of rope. Then, the order of play is determined by a coin toss. You win it. You get to throw the cochonnet. Then, the players aim to throw their bulls as close to the cochonnet as possible. They must stay in the circle and keep both feet planted.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Pentonk?
I could, but I'd rather not. I don't want to take up your time with trivial details, officer.
I think I get it. Thanks,
You'll
Gaston.
put that knowledge to good use in 50 years. I'm sure of that, officer.
I don't like where this is going, officer. Don't you think we should do something else now?
No, I want to talk to him. It probably won't be about Pentonk. Sure, we got a case to solve. Yeah, we got this. Whoa! There's something. Spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air. Okay. Tires, tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain has almost washed them off. Ancient fountain doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it. Is there? There's tear. Some great tectonic forces crack the pavement like an eggshell. And I'm also in the process of picking up bottles and other items because I am poor, apparently, in this game. And if I don't get 100 real, at least at this time, I am not going to be able to stay in the room for my hotel, which would be a pretty bad thing. There's one more, right? Yep. Okay. This boat shines like it was recently painted. Is there a place here? There is. Oh, it's the place. Got all my tear.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Conceptualization? This is an 18.
You have no clue. It's just a wall.
That's
So
another
many
break in the
walls all over Martinez, weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling.
We got some magnesium.
Hey, what's that noise down there?
Is there someone here? Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot. Another spotting bullet holes on the wall. That is an orange bum hat. How does the orange bum hat give me more reaction speed? Just close the door, but you look at it suspiciously. I don't think I can go up on that.
There must be another way into the building.
Yikes. Smoker up there could be a witness. Talk to him. Hello?
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice, despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. No trouble from me, I just want to know what's going on
I don't want to
here.
be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Actually, the gendarmerie really needs to talk to
Is
you.
it really that important?
He asks you, adjusting his shirt.
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Looks like you got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hang?
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Did I?
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook and writes something down.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
Looks around the courtyard again, old patio chairs and dead houseplants litter the scene.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of
He
friend?
was my Sunday friend.
Okay.
A Sunday friend. How intriguing.
What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. In the neighboring windows, you can see faint reflections of his silhouette, all from different angles.
Can you tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
That is a fake name.
Martin Martinez, good local name. Let's go with that.
God dang it, rhetoric. Okay. There's got to
I'd
be
even go so far as to...
We will remove the body.
something.
You already asked me that, didn't you?
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
No, not you. Some more...
And when did you speak?
Last week?
It's
You
the
didn't answer the
same
question.
thing.
It was my son.
A Sunday. He doesn't reply. Just
No. We won't.
Takes one last drag of his cigarette before stepping it out on the balcony.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
I could try this. I very much could try this. Please.
this isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance? hidden behind the curtains.
Hey, listen. I'm just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet again somewhere else?
For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes, compassion and a hint of understanding.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
His voice is soft and deliberate. With a flick of his wrist, he sends a cigarette butt sailing over the rail.
But, hold on, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
He walks away. Okay. That was at least an answer to something. There's also a penis on the door.
He's gone.
We should run after him, see where he went.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
You're right. He probably didn't have anything important to say anyway.
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there.
Lieutenant nods towards a small rock on the soggy patch of grass.
If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
Great, let's do that. A rock?
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it.
Turn it over.
There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments, and the man can be in any of them.
Are we gonna find the right one?
We'll just have to go in and see.
Stone back. So try every door? Chain cutters. Equip these to open locked containers in the world. Equip this to discover secret orbs in shady areas. Apparently I have bullets. I don't know where I can use that at least. Got gloves. Don't have that. Apparently, hold on. Oh god, that's kind of a little bit much. Crowbar? I'm back, had to get salsa. Hey, no worries, welcome back there, Renorvac. So we talked to someone that might have had something to see, at least as far as this. We can talk to her.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep? Pigs come to take me out.
Seems a
Trying
bit
to
quiet
snuff
today.
me out.
Oh, is the volume a bit quiet overall there, Raynorvac? Maybe I can adjust that really quick here. I don't know if maybe. Okay, let me try and adjust some things. One moment. Maybe it's just the volume. So if we go with this. Okay. Now, is it the game volume or is it my volume specifically? Like the actual like sound coming from the game, or is it more like my own like voice itself there? I think it's overall I had to turn it up today. Oh, interesting. Wonder why. Weird. Is that a little bit better? Is that too loud? I just turned up the volume on my mic a little bit here. Oozy! Good for me. Oozy, your mom is adorable when you got concentration face. Aw. Well, Carabanog, it's good to have you and good to see you as well. I'm hoping you're having a wonderful day. Yeah. I appreciate you stopping by though. So let's see. talking a little bit over to here. We gotta raise just the volume there. Okay, how about now for the volume? Is that better? I just raised it up a few notches as far as my mic is concerned. Good for me. Hopefully it's not too much. Hopefully not too much, though. Good? Okay. Good. Just woke up. How you? I'm doing alright. Thank you very much for asking, Carabanog. I'm doing well. We're playing some Disco Elysium. We're investigating a case at the moment and trying not to cringe our way into oblivion just because everyone here is unhinged, it seems. Like this person, Kuno S. Pigs come to take me out. Her voice becomes almost inaudible, trying to snuff me out. No, why would you even say that?
Then why are you sneaking up on me like that? It's not a good idea to scare me, pig. Not a good idea at all.
Okay. So we can go in here. Hey, look at this place. Interesting. Eviction notices and missing pets are all plastered on top of each other. So this is the balcony. I will take the money. Breaker box is full of cigarette butts and electric wires. Just a door, nothing for you here right now. There's a box. Interesting. Someone's growing rosemary, thyme, and a cactus. What do we got here? Door to be remembered. Also, hello, Carabanog. Ah. It's the door to apartment 29. Complete silence. Whoever lives here isn't home. This is the door to apartment 30. Voice from within, singing along to some buoyant dance track. Is there anything here? Oh, there's a lot of tear I can't get, though. Dang it. Oh, it probably would be helpful if I actually looked at my damn key that I have. Go in rain. Aw. What is interact item? I don't have any. Oh no. Can I interact? What is
An
this?
intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. It still kind of looks like a map of the stars in the night sky, but something's not right. Gone.
What's the meaning of this tattoo?
For you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone close to the victim might know. Someone who knows about history could tell you.
I need to find someone that's a history buff. And it doesn't seem like there's anything else I can do up here, which is the problem. Ooh boy, how's it going, Rain? Going good. Made some homemade quesadillas. Yum, that's very tasty. Tis spicy. Ooh, sounds good. I'm hungry. Is that Idris Elba also? I don't know, like the voice, it's not Idris Elba, I think, as far as the narrator is concerned, but it is a very good narrator voice. An old shoe rack, boots, sneakers, and old slippers. Apartment 12, a loud rumbling snore comes from within. Oh. Shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. Hey, this ain't me. That ain't me. Get some money, though. Got $5. I need 95 more if I want to be able to stay in that place again. It's Lenville Brown, supposedly. Someone has drawn a 5-point star on the wall. Hey. Let's see.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
Knock.
No reply.
Examine the padlock.
It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
Tool not in hand, negative 10. Can I? Am I allowed to do that?
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
Let's do it.
The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
After you, detective.
Just breaking and entering, just a little B&E. Oh, this looks like a nice room. Flamboyant poster of White Star, real lithography.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Marzov.
What does this tenant have a bust? Why does tenant have a bust of Krasmazov in their room?
The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
Father Mazov, the hero of the working class, salute the statue. Oh, is that because I'm a communist? I don't need to do that. Oh, the revolutionaries posing with guns? Books of critical theory and monstrosities of capital and such. Oh no, he's a game communist. So it's a little bit more than that, Karabanog. Let me go ahead and show you. So, in this game, this is an isometric RPG where you talk your way through most situations or do skill checks. All your skills are characters that interact with you. Because of actions, oh boy, here we go, yes. Because of actions, I technically could internalize being a communist, which is something that could happen. And that is something that I can actually do here to actually gain some penalties, but also buffs that I don't know what they are until after I do them, which is a little bit rough. I have already done a few things for this where, like, for instance, Lonesome Long Way Home, where I'm obsessed with where my character actually came from. I got a volumetric shit compressor, so that way I have my shit together. And I also have rigorous self-critique, because apparently I am a sorry cop overall. So there is that. It's been an interesting experience for this game. I'll say that much. That is a 9mm bullet and a lounge jacket. I'll take the jacket. Conceptualization goes up. I will put on, let's see, white satin shirt, Ceremirzian lounge jacket. Put on the lounge jacket. Oh, but I want a spirit the corpse. That's negative one suggestion. Whoever wrote this needs a raise. Indeed. Indeed. It is actually insane.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
Let's see.
The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side.
Knock again.
A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Wait. This is the police. Open up.
Do I have to open the door?
You hear the clacking of heels again as the other side walks right up to the door. Her tone is now gaining defensive edge. Story is phenomenal. Yes, indeed.
Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
Okay. Money. Boogie Street 46. Door 9 is locked. Also money. Apartment 8, their mailbox is overflowing. Lisa Lay knows her rights, indeed. Beatty says a firing squad for the rich. Who knew? Hello. How are you,
Give
ma'am?
me a moment.
An elderly woman is leaning on her broom, her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
Sneezes into a dirty handkerchief.
This woman's health is failing her. There's not much to do. Not in this damp.
Are you alright? Should I call a doctor?
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
She starts coughing, red spots appearing on her cheeks.
You're still worried. It's very worrying.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
Who are you?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Do you live here?
If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
And all she gets, too. The coastal wind beats down hard on the coal room door outside. Splashes of waves make the balcony slippery.
Yikes. Shivers, you are scary. Oh, same lady, yeah, for real though. Looking for Martin Martinez.
Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry.
Smiles a gap-toothed smile when she hears you mention the name. What do you mean? I wasn't joking.
Pea-brain. Someone played a trick on you. Martin Martinez is a name for anyone who comes from Martinez, like Jim Jamrock or Raoul Ravachol.
Oops. You really didn't get the joke there.
Yep.
I
Rhetoric.
thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
How about a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, smoker on the balcony, know where he lives?
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
She looks at the other end of the hallway.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
He's wanted for murder. He's going away for life. Nope, no trouble. I just want to talk to him. Do you know where he lives?
Talk?
The clean lady starts laughing, but turns into a violent coughing spasm. She squeezes her broom, trying to catch her breath.
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
A few questions about
Ask
those
away,
rooms.
policeman.
Is one of the residents on vacation? Their mailbox is
People
overflowing.
come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
Who lives in apartment 10?
No one lives there. It's been empty for months.
But I talked to someone through the door.
Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there.
Huh.
Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space.
I mean,
You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
sure, I'll go see what I can find.
Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans.
Who lives behind the padlock door?
Oh, that one is a scientist. A future scholar.
Suddenly, the old lady's face is beaming.
I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study.
Astrology?
Something to do with all those stars
Oh.
around his door. He
Well,
asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
I mean, I think that symbols of Communism.
The symbol of what now?
Jesus Christ. I'm not gonna finish that. I'll just say communism, it's a political ideology.
Ah, all I know about politics is that it's brought us more harm than good.
Honestly, that's very accurate, lady. That's all, thanks.
She mumbles some kind of a response.
Communism is a red herring.
Into a handkerchief.
I love that that reference there. I love the movie Clue, Carabanog, and that is a good reference. Communism was a red herring. Oh. Foreclosed by Martinez Realty Associates. Oh. That is...
A shift in temperature. The air chills around you. Dust settles on the stony floor.
Rub your sides for warmth?
A former architect stands before a slice of window, a room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still and frozen, with temperatures falling down to -20 degrees Celsius.
Her face
is red from the cold. She's breathing on her fingers, clasping the plan. Traces of sadness are visible in her expression.
I just watched it. That is a damn good movie. I love that movie so much. The plan.
Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place, but a missing eastern wall connects the room with the neighboring apartment. Ideas for arranging the furniture have been jotted down.
Look around yourself.
It's clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls. A standard HB graphite pencil has fallen off a three-legged stool in the middle of the room.
Shiver. Someone has torn the wall down. Waves crashing in the darkness. We got terror, baby. More terror. Hello?
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue d'Esperance. You wait and see.
Cindy the Skull. The girl stares at the sailboat by the pier.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
We just want to know your name, little lady. No need to get defensive.
And here I was trying to be polite. Just can't win with you pigs.
Despite the sash, she puts the brush aside.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
You keep looking off to the side. What are you looking
The
at?
lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms.
She nods disdainfully toward the woman performing maintenance on the boat dock next to the pier.
Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivershaw. Its moneyed residents, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques, rarely have reason to visit Martinez.
Interesting. Who is she?
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing.
Fair.
You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to Ozon.
Okay. Fair. What are you doing to the wall?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit.
Okay.
I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
So, you don't know what to write? So, you don't know what
Have
to
you
write?
ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mona was here. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cards. And my name's not Mona, so...
She wants it to be something true and total.
Why are you so committed to defacing the building?
This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium. I thought I'd mix it up, you know, summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wall-sized invitation.
I have an opinion on this. Want to hear it?
Yeah?
Actually, I don't have an opinion I like. I love public art. Don't mind us keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
You've lessened her desire to deface the building.
Do you know anything about the recent murder?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
So you won't talk about the murder, but maybe you can tell us something about the murder victim's missing armor.
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells?
Isn't armor art? Art for the, body?
Ugh, alright. Sad piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Look cute as hell. If you haven't been there, the
Sad
village
piggy,
is a
indeed.
shithole down the coast from the main plaza. Have a good time.
There's a little girl wearing the gloves there.
No. That's all the snitching Cindy the Skull does for today. Actually, I don't even know why I told you what I just told you. I have a weakness for animals. It's the animal thing again. Damn it.
She looks at you a little sad suddenly.
Or a weakness for police officers, miss. Thank you either way.
Ooh, Kim coming in with the fresh take on that. Nice. Is that heavy fuel oil?
Red dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
That's some clever cultural
You
commentary.
ain't seen nothing yet, piggy boo.
Catch you later, Cindy.
Watch your back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Well, good to know. Oh. $5? Poor lone laborer genes. +1 electrochemistry, -1 reaction speed. Okay, I'm curious. What do these look like? Bad, but I prefer this. Someone's been sleeping here recently. Cindy? Probably. Enough coal to last for several winters. Smells of chemicals. Alright, what we got here? Oh. $2. That's big money. Above tarp flaps in the wind, forgotten hammers and nail rust. Anything here? Door's locked, he can't get in. There's not a way down. Alright, I guess we'll do the exit. Oh, there's something here. Signal blue naval coat. +1 suggestion, -1 half-light. Ooh, we got a naval coat. Cape Side Apartments. Rue de Saint Ghislain, roundabout north. More tear. I am collecting bottles. So many bottles. Look at all those bottles. You can't handle it. It's like there was more construction here once decades ago. Oh. As magnesium. Docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint Ghislain, 33A. Gonna really quickly save. Your room in the Whirling isn't much bigger than this sloop. Worth more than you'll ever earn in all your life. Okay. What up?
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Hello?
Good evening, officers. I'm Joyce.
She extends her hand in greeting.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbor. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
Steps closer and holds out her hand over the railing. Joyce, what does the L stand for? RCM, oh no, I don't want to say that. What gave us away? Shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here.
Grip is tight and cold.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
Oh,
How
boy.
interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
Time to
It's
get
hard to get a
clever.
read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
She looks at the deck under her feet. Green and white sails let her head. Not a lot of people on boats, are there? Not a lot of
Of
people
course
on
there are.
boats.
We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around? Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou. We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
Still, I haven't seen anyone else sailboat around
I
here.
haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19, because that's the type of sloop it is.
The word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper. A breeze ripples through the sails and tugs at your hair. Below, the sleek, fish-like shape of the hull parts the water. Beneath that, a resounding darkness. You're reminded of something. Or someone.
Cool, but your boat really needs a
Okay.
name.
How about Cordelati 19? Why?
Makes a hollow sound.
Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelati, and its hull is 19 paces long.
How about Dolores?
Why Dolores?
I don't know. Feels pretty.
Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you for the suggestion.
Okay. What
It's a
kind
pleasure
of
craft.
boat?
A 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
How do you like it?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Do you have a license for this boat?
Good.
Tell me about the Wild Pines. What do you do?
What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
So what do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things.
Okay.
And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
Okay.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain.
Who are the other Indo tribes?
Jean-Baptiste, Elysium, an unknown entity known as Brightest Star.
You're in good company, it
Why,
seems.
thank you.
Does not register the real meaning of the remark. How much does Wild Pines have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
Okay. That's pretty good.
A billion?
Wow.
20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments.
Wave hits the sloop. She grasps the mainstay for
A
balance.
conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility.
Where does Wild Pine get all these
They
billions?
started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
Probably helps to start out with a royal monopoly,
You know
though.
more than you let on. Certainly it helped, but most of the original Indo tribes have failed or been absorbed. To survive, Wild Pines had to grow and adapt. No suzerain did that.
What does such a huge system want with a place like this?
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
8% of all cargo in the world. That's quite the endeavor indeed.
There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
You can tell me about this strike.
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
Wait, what if I want to hear
First,
about
you'd
trade
have to repeal
secrets?
the Emergencies Act of Trade in Aliments. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus.
Wouldn't want to disturb an octopus,
I'm
really.
glad you see it that way. To repeal the act would mean repealing the coalition government, the one that leases you the right to police West Revachol. But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike.
What is your role in this
I believe
precisely?
the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
Okay.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbor. There's a 2-meter 20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Oh, you mean Measurehead.
Yes, Jean-Luc Measurehead.
How were the talks going before the lynching?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss.
Ah.
Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
Interesting.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike?
I would imagine not.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
What happened to this Gaumont?
Mr. Clare told him to... how did he put it?
She pauses to compose herself.
Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Not cool.
Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
What are their demands?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes, every worker, a member of the board.
I don't know what to think about that.
Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
What are you gonna do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position. A hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
This checks out.
Scabs at the gate, did you put them there?
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrog, come to plead for work where the union refuses to? If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least.
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
Tell me about this union boss, Mr. Clare.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Really?
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
Is he that bad?
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
Wait, there are 2 of them?
Yes. Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over.
Right. Jeez.
It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
Yikes. What about the union itself outside the Brothers Clare?
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organized labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
She hesitates, looking for the right expression.
A mob. The debarders are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. And your opinion, Detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Debarders Union is...
I would prefer not to have an opinion on these things.
Of course, officer.
You said something about the elections.
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
Huh. Interesting. Some kind of extortion, probably?
Indeed. The company suspects foul play, but there's nothing they could do. It was a union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Right.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
That's all I need here. Let's change the topic.
Of course. How else can I help?
Can you tell me about this lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid.
She falls silent for a moment, contemplating something.
The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am.
Oh.
We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
Oh
from
no,
Precinct
I don't have my badge.
And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Oh, I remember when my partner told you I'd recently suffered from an unusual medical episode. My lost badge is related to it.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
Could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything that spoiled the city. Nothing. Honestly, that is not the answer we want to throw here. It's possible after a night of heavy drinking, I lost all memory of my life and the world. Yes.
I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please.
God, it wants me to pick one. It's possible. Oh, shit.
Oh, dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond. I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Oh my god.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Suggestion. Sympathy for your amnesia. This is a red check. It cannot be retried. Can I save scum this? I cannot. I'm gonna try it.
She's a negotiator. Just float a favor at her. Insinuate.
Surely there's some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones. Or you can recover your badge. Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Detective, A word in private before we continue.
Excuse us for a moment, madam.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
How did you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman.
Really? I thought it was going so
This
well.
woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
What do you propose, that we don't investigate the drug
No.
trafficking?
If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we're siding with the Union, or that we're on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
Sorry for putting us in this situation, I'll handle it.
I'm sure you will, Detective.
Let's get back to it then.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Do you know something about these
That's
tattoos?
the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
So you know something about the tattoos.
Better not tie the fourth day to the backstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
Seem rich, can I have
Is
some
what
money?
you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
What? Why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
Nice fabrics.
Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry. Wealth and all its possibilities.
Yeah, so?
Now look at you. You misery-clad simian.
Oh,
Barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead, and your underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
I'm not ashamed.
Oh, but you are. Too ashamed to ask this person for money. Too scared to belittle yourself in her eyes. Those half-precious stones of...
Damn, son, okay.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
Volition. Say it.
Voila, you're doing it. Really put your back into it. Yell it from the top of your lungs.
You seem rich. Can I have
Why,
some of your
yes,
money?
I am rich. How much money do you need? Hopefully not too much. I couldn't bring all of it with me.
She's surprisingly nonchalant about this. Could it be that she somehow knows more about your predicament than she's letting on?
I hope that's not what 100
That's a
real.
good sum. Not too small, not fantastically large.
Yay.
She removes a few notes and hands them to you.
I have a
The
place
paper
to
is
stay
cold
for the
and oily
evening.
to the touch.
Paper is cold and
Whoa, whoa. Did you see how easy that was? Ask her for more. Toot toot. Train to Moneytown.
No, no, Nate. Would be dishonorable, and mine honor is my
Can
life.
you eat honor? Are you an omnivore?
We're rich. We've gotten
So,
money.
I hope I didn't just bribe you, officer. It may not be technically illegal under the Emergency Act, but still.
You're right, ma'am, that donations are permitted under the Emergency Act. unseemly as it may be, as long as they are properly logged with the precinct.
Oh my
Which he
goodness.
most certainly will do. Now, how else can I help the RCM today, besides supplementing its salaries?
You seem smart. I need someone to give me a lowdown on this reality we're
This
in.
reality?
It's related to the medical episode.
Yes, the episode. Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy, now that I think of it.
Puts Tower Throw a cup and looks at you.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
We may be here a while then. Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby.
Baby.
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
I'm a disco holdover myself.
Aren't we all?
And what is Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour. North of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year.
Tell me more about
I'm not
Martinez.
a good ambassador. I've only been here once before, as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders. This place used to be a province, a workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its work. The reeds are the real star of the show here now. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets.
Mention a sea. What sea
It's
is
not
this?
really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. And the bay feeds into the ocean.
Are we near the ocean?
Yes. We're on an island in an ocean, the world's largest body of water, the Insulindic.
Known to the early Revacholians as Les Immensités Bleues, the Blue Immensities. Vast, lukewarm and unknowable, flowing in and out of sight.
What's the name of this island?
Caillou, as you already know. Imagine a pebble. A smoothed-over pebble amidst a great blue sea, misshapen, cracked. The cracks are the River Esperance. We're in the delta of this river, on the 6th branch, the Martinez distributary.
It is clear this pebble is of enormous value to her.
Good to know. Good to know. Okay, that's Martinez. What's Revachol?
Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city.
How city is
The
Revachol?
great kind.
As if it's self-explanatory, beyond patriotism, a fact.
What makes Revachol great?
History detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. Our centuries.
Okay, who built the
The
city?
nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Seminine and Ile Marat, depending on your creed.
When was Revachol built?
In the DeLorean century. 380 years ago.
And why will it resolve history?
They say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest. By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men.
Why here?
We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people in the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue. It's where the money is.
So we're pretty much at the center of the world.
Oh, we're quite a way off. About
Points across the water where the skyscrapers rise.
22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Okay. Look to the sea.
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time. There is no recognition, only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
Observe the large body of water swelling, cold.
She observes your eyes scanning the horizon, then breaks the silence, slowly. This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
This has been informative. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask, about even more fundamental aspects of reality. Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Ma'am, Messier will be here later too, and tomorrow. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
But won't I be lazy if I don't do it all
Oh,
now?
of course not. You are already diligent for getting this far, and diligent boys remember where they left off.
Indeed. I'm always at your service.
Spirit de corpse. Can I do this?
It remains a mystery what
Damn.
you mean by this something close. This isn't about you. It's about reality.
What times
These
are
are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
Too late for what?
For the big time.
Her eyes light up, there's a flash of teeth. What's the big
The
time?
revolution.
And what is this revolution I keep hearing about?
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
Would you say it was a bunch of apes duking it out?
Why, of course. We're talking Duke Out Central. Full swing intra-species warfare.
And the apes, were they evil?
No. I would say the apes were neutral.
She looks at you, her gaze sharp. Okay, neutral.
On the other hand,
She turns north to the bombed-out buildings lining the waterfront, then shivers slightly. Who got shot in the
those
head?
would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head. Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
Did the communists and anarchists shoot back?
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
That's a tragedy.
Yes. The Red Deluge. The Insulindian Deluge, they call it.
Had a little deluge too in my head.
Yes. An acute thiamine deficiency can be exacerbated by alcoholism. Exacerbated means made worse.
Appreciate that. Anyone else got shot in the head or on the opposing
Lots
side?
of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
I love that king fucking communist. That is definitely... Wait, oh. Okay, mouse sensitivity, there we go. Don't care about kings, tell me about
About
one
head
more
shooting.
thing. We got the mineral rights.
The liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
Okay, and by liberals you mean...
Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the Ultras, or Ultra-Liberals. They fared well.
How did the liberals win
They
at all?
didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
We. She's one of them. Of course.
If everyone got shot, who was there to surrender
For foreign
to?
intervention.
The Coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
Wait, you just said the liberals already took everything.
The liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The Coalition took the ground. The ocean, the laws, and the people.
Or the Coalition.
The Coalition of Nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-le-Clay. The armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
There is bitterness in her voice, tempered with understanding. She is critical, but ultimately understands the cause.
Moralist?
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights, and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government.
The rulers of Revachol, and also the world. These guys are strong.
This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
Ah.
The color of moralism is blue. The official motto of Moral Intern, or Moralist International, is a blue forget-me-not, a piece of grey sky. Unofficial. For a moment, there was hope.
I like that last option. If always picking the option that doesn't commit to anything, then hell yes I am. And also not. Not just technically, practically. For a moment there was hope. I don't think I'm a moralist, ma'am.
Of course. Not easy to be moderate about head shooting in your line of work.
Where was this kerfuffle?
The turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question. The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end, nearly the whole world had gotten involved.
Who started?
It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease.
Oh, we're getting
which the
into
authorities
prion
in Grad
diseases,
proved
huh?
unable to contain. Then Mazov came along and overthrew the government.
What did this Zara do?
It made people overthrow their governments.
Wow, really?
Of course not. It was a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
Where did it spread from there?
From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end.
What came
Why?
next?
You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
Alright, I will have to say, I do have to say, that this is a lore dump. This is a big frickin' lore dump. But as far as the context of the game that this lore dump is coming into, and just the context of the character, this is actually really good. I really like this. It actually just paints so much of the world in like a really, it is a long monologue-y thing, but coming from a Dungeons & Dragons background, I would kill to have my players ask me about the world. It feels legit investigative, yes. And it's one of those things where it's just like, me having run D&D for like years at this point, and just like, different things and whatnot, it's a trial to get people to talk or to ask questions, the NPCs, without you like, and ask like meaningful questions like that. Like, I feel it's super important. Neferia herself actually runs a little bit of D&D, and I was super intrigued by the world she had made as far as her own campaign setting. And it's just like, I feel like we don't have people that are willing to ask questions like this, and at least get that big chunk of the story, at least, in that bite. But no, I really appreciate this. This is actually super cool.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar. Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have that necktie? A pair of pants?
Our lives are very different from each other.
No doubt. But we share the same time and position on the planet's crust. That counts for more than you think.
What is the zone of control?
A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations. And you, of course, the Citizens' Militia.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41. Chad Tilbrook presses enter. Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage.
The Zone of Control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the Suzerain and the Commune.
What happened in the rest of the world?
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication. Telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
It's been exactly like this for how long exactly?
43 years. Hard to fathom, I know.
What have we been doing all this time?
The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. 08 to 19 was simply hell.
After that?
The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
Were they?
No. It was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative easing. The 40s dispelled it like a cold splash. An Isla-wide hangover, you might say. And here we are. Welcome to reality, baby.
What would you have done differently?
Good question. What would you have done differently?
No, her first.
Ask you, who are you?
And I asked you, past-less detective of the Citizens' Militia, what insight has acute encephalopathy given to you?
I've killed more? No. I would have made off with the mineral rights. Probably that.
You and everyone else. But that's got nothing to do with preventing the revolution. Oh, well. What was, I guess.
That's enough about the
They
times.
are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
Not so fast. Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is. She owes you an answer.
That is a big conceptualization roll. It's also 9. So...
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
Thank you, that's all for now.
Of course, Detective. Take care.
We gotta come back. For the moment, though, I do believe that one guy is back in his spot. And we have money as well. Suggestion. There's a lot of stuff. So wait, what is this? Jamais vu? Derealization. Revachol Special Administrative Region Le Caillou, the Enceladine Ocean Coalition Government, Enceladine Mission Command. Name after name, and none of them is familiar. They seem real, but something is wrong. You feel like a kid looking at stickers on the fridge. Tour de Vent, the Apricot Company, World Games 34. You can almost see your hand reaching out for them. Scratch the corners, see if they peel loose. Feels like the most important of all the thoughts, the one you truly must complete. 15th Indo Tribe, Wild Pines Feld Kupri, Tricentennial, Villiers and LaSalle. Names of Revacholian Indo tribes spring into your head, set loose at the mention of Wild Pines. Royal monopolies, octopuses and swordfish, most of them gone now. YBP, Expander, Saint Baptiste, Brightest Star, LUM, Resplendent East and Cyclinic Welter and El Cassette. But isn't one missing? Wait, no, there were only 14th. Why do you feel like there was a 15th Indo trap? That's a good question, brain. Why is there? What do I have? Hold on. Burp. Oh! I can put points into stuff. Oh god, what do I want to put a point into is the question. Composure might be good. I feel like putting a point in savoir-faire might be not a bad idea. There is a slight crackling sound that is going on in the back here. Is that supposed to be my brain? What is going on? I don't know what I should put points in. Perception is actually pretty big. I don't really want physical instrument to be taking over every frickin' time, though. I'm putting a point into something good here. Like one of these skills, or maybe even this. I should put a point into motorics, though. Savoir-faire, sneak under the nose, stun with immense panache. Maybe we'll put a point into here. Yeah. Cool. This has been an interesting,
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
This apartment is supposed to be empty. Did you break in here?
Excuse me? Of course not.
There's no sweet talking your way in there. Be official.
I don't need a warrant if I suspect there's been a break-in.
Oh, come on.
That was smart.
Ah. Blister pack medicine peeking out of the box. Looks like fine mattress.
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
Jingles a single set of keys.
Her voice is really cheerful, despite her obviously hating you.
Yeah.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
Don't need your ID, I just need to ask some you. She's very creepy. That's very true.
Very well, but please make it quick. I need to be back in La Delta in an hour.
What are you doing here?
I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
Reprehensible. I fuck shit up too. She's very creepy. Yeah, she does give me a little bit of a wrongness to it. Who lived here?
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent.
Stops hesitating.
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry.
Isn't it a bit late to be working?
It is.
She breathes in and out to the count of 3. It looks like some special stress release technique before she continues.
Everyone says the real estate agents don't do anything. But here I am in the middle of the night cleaning up someone's crash pad. So the sooner we get this over with, the better.
She means you. Time for the next question. Who lived in the foreclosed apartment down the hallway?
Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall. A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
She snaps her
The
fingers.
sum must have been puny.
These don't seem like good answers. So wait, what happened with the wall?
Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it.
So I have to give it to this voice actor because at least from what I'm hearing on my side with the headset, I'm not sure if you guys can hear it too, but she is talking through clenched teeth the entire time. It actually is very accurate to how the portrait kind of more has it. You can actually kind of tell that it's kind of that very particular sound of like, at least the audation of like the sound coming out, but it's more talking through this, like gritting it. Yeah, plastered on smile, exactly.
Both apartments are now unrentable. Both.
She's still shaking her head, manicured hands now crossed over the chest. That's all.
Of
Thank
course.
you. Her eyes remain glazed over. She's been waiting for you to leave. Can I take that? I will take that. Thank you for the medication. That's some nice boots. +1 to indirect modes of taxation. What is that? Well, okay. Well, I found out who was there.
Give me a moment.
I didn't find any counterculture people in our apartment 10. It was just a real estate agent setting up the room for new tenants.
I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them.
Oh my god, none of these are good. Some highly technological wizards are going to save this place. It'll be a visionary innovation.
Oh, I do like wizards. And people like that in general. They have a lot to tell us about our fates.
She means clairvoyance.
Thanks. I'm off. Okay. So I talked to her.
That isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words.
I love this woman. Yeah. She is great. I like the old lady as well. I inspect the symbol
The
closer.
star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mezov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure.
Why is the star upside
To
down?
symbolize the toppling of the old order.
Okay.
Also, some social democrats were already using it.
What's the
The
deal with the
wreath of
antlers?
antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time above it.
Why white?
Because white is the color of peace.
What does it evoke in me?
Gone. Gone is the glory
Oh!
of hope. Only the scribblings of impoverished students remain in dirty hallways.
Ow. I'm gonna eat medicine. Oh. There's a thing. There's a thingy. Glasses. Flip up glasses. The auditor. I will take that. Is this... I have not seen the dude. I'm a little bit concerned. Can I... Maybe the dude is now... Hold on. Maroon glow of light pollution rises from the east. You hear distant traffic noise falling on the city. Yes. What is this? Money! Well, shit. Can I go up? Yeah, I can go up this way. Do you...
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home.
Knock.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening.
But it is the evening.
We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
What do you mean?
The smoker on the balcony. This is why we're here, right? He might know something about the murder. So tomorrow 9 p.m.?
Suddenly, he's a little worried about your memory. Don't worry. It's mostly all still here. You can remember things. You got this.
Sounds good.
Tomorrow,
Tomorrow
9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28. Good, let's go.
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. Don't worry. You'll get him. Remember, tomorrow. He's probably gone for today.
Sure. I also got another skill point. I really want to level up something else. Hand-eye coordination. I do feel like composure could get me through some tough situations. And also make it so that way I can keep cool despite not knowing my ass from my own head. So, I guess we did as much as we could today. I've talked to a lot of people today. Oh. Oh, I didn't even realize. Okay. Also, did I get an item? We got so many items. +1 logic, -1 authority. Glasses on. Can I? Yep. Damn, that looks pretty awesome. What does this one give me? Esprit de Corpse? That's a good one. What do the shoes give me? I would like to put on these new shoes. +1 reaction speed, -1 rhetoric. How does it look? That... Yes. Yes, this is me. Suggestion, -1 half-light. Oh, wow. Okay. That is a look.
The luxury of fine things. Just look at those black monk straps. After spending an entire day hustling, who's to say that you didn't deserve a pair of ridiculously expensive shoes on your tired feet?
You're right, beautiful things do make people happy.
Beautiful things give you a rush. It's power. Crafting your style, draping your flesh in silk and leather, deciding how to present yourself to the world. Remember, when they come to take it away from you, you worked for those shoes. Whether you like it or not, wearing these shoes has made you more liberal.
Wait, what?
Ultra-liberal.
God, okay. Damn it. Of course I can't just have nice shoes. Liberal shoe trap, exactly.
This Post Levantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Good mail delivery box.
The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
Oh no, I'm having a conversation with the mailbox. I feel you, mail collection.
The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder, then you swallow, and then suddenly you see it. Over all the other graffitos, someone has, using the tip of a very sharp knife, cut the words, Revachol forever.
Leave. I cannot hit another cube. Rain effect, I cannot. That'd be too mean. Are you alright, ma'am?
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago.
I have to run. I should go. Hey, ma'am. Alright, we are back in it, baby.
Hello again, sweetie.
Sweetie needs money to Sweetie's getting money. Oh no, I hate it. Hello? Oh. Don't mind if I do drugs. Hey, bro.
Can I help you?
So about the money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
I have your money.
Well?
Here it is. Sorry for the trouble.
Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow.
Cube solidarity indeed.
He's not sorry about his behavior for your sake. Now that you have money, he really wants to make sure you're not angry with him.
I'll unlock the electronic lock to your room. All the doors lock automatically at 9 p.m. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
Oh.
I'll take a room here too.
That's not too bad. I can
Of
actually...
course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
Guard, I saw another thing at the
Another
railing.
thing. Great. I love those.
There's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen.
Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Do you know what's behind it? Do you have...
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
Runs his finger across the counter to check for
He's
dirt.
attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that.
Someone else will
Yes?
ask. By the way, I'm gonna sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
Oh
You
no!
wait and see, cafeteria manager. Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
Goodbye. I love this game. I both love and also feel that this game is horrifying at the same time.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Good night.
Just a moment. You had some questions earlier, I believe. And besides, we should discuss our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Alright, let's go. We get a wrap-up scene as far as the day. I'm happy about that.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation, first and foremost. But I also remember you wanting to discuss the RCM?
I didn't know you smoked, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
How'd you get so cool, Kim?
This? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
Flicks the ash.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit.
I think I might want... God, I don't know if I want to pick up smoking.
I apologize, but I only brought one with me. I have exactly one cigarette every night while going over my notes.
Right then, the debrief.
Yes. It's been a long and eventful day.
How do you think today went?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. I would say our initial inspection was very thorough, and we have solid leads to follow up on. The body is still hanging from that tree, which is unfortunate. But we performed a thorough search of the premises of the crime scene. That's great.
Though he wishes the body were out of the tree, he doesn't want you to feel too discouraged. Probably out of fear that you'll just give up and keep drinking.
Oh, thank you very much, Karabanog, for the hydrate. I'll actually drink some of my drink right now. So I guess an odd thing, maybe this is sharing too much information, maybe it's not. I usually have a jug of Arizona iced tea, as far as that, perched like near my desk for drinking. Care is fine too, name long, that's fair. I'll call you Care. It has a nice sound to it. But I usually have a jug of Arizona tea that I keep to the side of my desk for drinking. It's like, I know I probably should drink more water, but overall I do like the taste of tea much better. Don't worry, Kim, I'll be totally up for getting the body out of the yard tomorrow.
I look forward to that. As for the interviews, we weren't able to find the union leader, Everard Clare, much less interview him. So that's on the to-do list for tomorrow.
Liquid is liquid green Arizona. I actually have the Arizona iced tea with lemon. I actually do like the lemony iced tea a bit. Love the citrus.
We talked to Joyce Messier, but didn't get any information from her. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us. Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
No scurvy for a slime, that's correct. I mean, gotta at least try and keep up with it. I do love fruits, like of all kinds, but I do find that I just drink more liquids generally. I don't know if that's actually true, like, all just because I'm a slime, but I just go through liquids really quick overall.
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until you get up tomorrow.
Yeah, it's part of the Jamrock Shuffle.
It's impressive, to say the least. For a man your age, especially.
He nods thoughtfully, tapping his finger on his cigarettes.
Those are some stylish shoes, too, by the way. Those loafers. Must be hard to run indoors like you do.
Smiles suddenly.
Thank you for the compliment. We could manage it even in wooden clogs. There are uncanny running reservoirs in this body. God knows why.
Had a mango Arizona tonight. I've had to cut way back to the amount of sugar in Arizona. It does have a lot of sugar. That is a fact. But I will say drinking soda is probably a little bit worse as far as the sugar is concerned. So what are our powers exactly, the RCM?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
Don't know. This one in can is 116% of daily dose of sugar. That is totally fair. 1,000? Why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol.
Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
Okay, what else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station cold sleep. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
Wait, how can you be sure the arrestee will show up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
I see if someone resists.
As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
Wait, so if I kill someone while on
You
duty?
have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
Taps on his coat pocket where he keeps his notes. And who makes all these rules?
The coalition government, and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less.
His gaze is absently fixed on a window below that just went dark.
Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Let's say it was the citizens of Revachol.
Be sentimental if you like. Either way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
The moral intern? What is it?
The Moralists International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
If I didn't know, how would you describe them?
They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago.
Hey, is that
Others
why I
say they're
picked
just
Dolores? What is their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something almost self-explanatory. Something ominous. Something even a little feminine. But in a strict manner.
Who is Dolores Day?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
What do you think of
The
them?
moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
It is more than that. There's some kind of affection in him.
You like the moral intern.
Yes, I did, when I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky. They're not all that bad. But the years have changed that. I don't know what I believe in now. No, I believe in the RCM. That's enough for me.
I have an opinion on the moral intern.
Do you?
I'm actually gonna agree on Kim on this. It's good to have ideals.
In fact, we would need them even if you didn't think that way. We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Yeah, vigilante sounds bad.
Sadly, it is what we already are to the people of Martinez. Most of them, at least, especially the Union. Vigilantes. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
Looks at the roundabout.
The lights of the orphan district are reflected in his glasses. The red and golden orbs of the motorway sliding like pearls on a string from east to west as Revachol commutes back to the suburbs. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Monday is over.
See nothing, just look into the night.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different inland, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company. Not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our two precincts.
And Jamrock and the GRIH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
I'm gonna... Considering Kim's my partner, I also have, like, this little note of hope. I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here, at least do some good.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
Thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Puts the stub out of a cigarette and looks to the door. So here's the question. See you in the morning. Alright. Bye. So I could go to the bed, but I am kind of curious about this.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Interfacing. Use your chain cutters to fix the faucet. Stop steam from fogging up the window. That's interesting.
The chain cutters slip out of your hands as you attempt to twist the faucet into place. Well, you know one thing for sure. You've probably never been a plumber.
Damn. So I could go to sleep, or I could go downstairs and hang out for a little bit.
Hello there.
Welcome to the Dungeon Depths, Raffaellino. Hello, and welcome in. I appreciate you stopping by. You are now part of the Dungeon Depths. Do enjoy your stay here as a dungeon denizen. I will at least warn, be mindful that the floors are sticky, and my bad on that as well. But yeah, welcome in. I don't know what to do at this point. Okay, I wonder if I can do anything while here. Raffaellino. Nice face on that as well. Welcome in, welcome in. What do we got here?
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white boots. His skin is marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. On his chest, a fading web of tattoos. The cargo belt used to hang him from the tree looks reinforced.
I have something I need to know, Corpse Man.
Of course. You have questions, don't you? The power of your imagination is at your service.
I hate you, you stink and you're
Do I
boring.
remind you of someone?
Deep sea creature.
No, not quite. Be fair now.
You don't remind me of anyone.
Sure I do. You just don't want... Do I remind...
What about...
You sure I got out of that one? Coppellini.
Weird.
Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Talk to Manana about the armor.
So?
He said to thank you. Wasn't too keen on chasing down that armor anywhere.
Fuck, okay. Kuno's a giver like that, yes?
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello!
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
Good idea.
Yeah, let's move on.
That's what Kuno said. Don't be saying what Kuno said back to Kuno. Get the fuck out of here, Patterson Kuno. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
Yeah, real interesting.
I need to put points into...
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Can I? Okay, I need to put more points into empathy. I will take that. At least if I have the empathy, I can be able to tell what the fuck is going on with this kid. I really want to know.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Damn it, that's so ridiculous. I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Alright, I need... Do I have any items that increase my empathy at all? Suggestion... That's suggestion. And I can't do anything with this,
It's
right?
the letter you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. Just relax.
Here we
The two sides of the
go.
board are slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off the slides. All you need to do is bend the plastic on your knee, slowly. The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, you know...
Slide the drawer open?
Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open.
What's inside?
2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
What the frick is that answer? What is that answer? Do you guys see that? Pick up the ticket stubs.
2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there, too.
Pick up the card.
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Smell it first.
It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored. A touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says tutti frutti.
Okay, open it.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand. A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile, you think. Although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Throw it away, please.
But it will make me happy. Keep reading.
Your hand shakes, holding the card. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you.
Keep reading.
You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it.
Oh. Keep reading.
Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear.
Whoa.
You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No. Hold on.
Hold on.
To what? There's nothing.
Fall sideways? Did I just... What? What? Wait.
There is nothing.
No, wait, what the fuck is... No. Thank God.
Nothing sad, brother. No treachery, just blackout.
Slide there passed out.
Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you, that's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia.
Who's that?
That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
And who was that?
Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow. Because it's always there.
Where is Voyager Road?
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
It's dark, yeah. Was that the X something? The
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
No, it was beautiful.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape. Its lack of beauty was not the problem.
Enough, just lie there motionless.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
What is that? It's cold.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And
It's delicious. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
Where am I?
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket. The air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
You're back.
No drink.
He raises the canister. Drink.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself, as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
Drink.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened?
I came in contact with that burnt-out ruin of the past.
That does sometimes happen.
Hands you the remains of your ledger.
I found this next to you. I'll tag along for the rest of the day if you don't mind. My business is concluded anyway. Are you okay to go?
Let's solve this case.
Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonuses. Find it under the Tools tab in your inventory.
What?
Rigorous self-critique.
Ah.
Here it is. Hard facts from the man you are. You once jerked off in the
Oh,
locker room.
my
and
God.
got caught. You held a young woman by the arm and kept her in your apartment for 20 minutes against her will. That's right. These are not flights of fancy. These are real deeds, Harry, emerging from the darkness of your past. You tried shooting a fleeing suspect in the foot, but hit him in the pelvis, crippling him for life. And, above all, you let life defeat you. All the gifts your parents gave you, all the love and patience of your friends, you drowned in a neurotoxin. You let misery win, and it will keep on winning till you die, or overcome it.
Huh. Okay. Int and Psi red check failures heal +1 morale fizz, and motoric, red check failures heal +1 health. So even if I fail at a check, the other subsequent check balances out. See yourself from above. You're passed on the blue tiles of the hostel room floor. Even from this distance you can see your eyelids flutter at the mention of what? A great white object letting out its sweet smell like a lily of the valley. The little man's forgotten its name, but he still remembers the feeling. And look, he moves. The feeling animates him. He instinctively reaches out for the feeling's best friend, a bottle of Commodore Red. He puts on his disco clothes and gets smaller and smaller. I do want Jamais-Vu. Oh, I don't have any slots? Got it. So, I have a new item. It is now pristine. This is the same ledger you found in the trash, only worse somehow. It makes you think about the letter, about the woman's handwriting, about not wanting to get out of bed in the morning. Postcard Boogie Street 46. Crumpled up postcard depicts an open air marked in Boogie Street 5 years ago. Vendor smiles as dead roosters line his stalls, hung by their feet from canopy. Red blood blows onto the muddy street, blurring shadows of people pass. +1 Inland Empire, +1 Empathy, -2 Authority. Oh, and Kim has to talk.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
Yeah, my hostel room calls.
We can pick up where we left off tomorrow morning.
Not gonna die anytime soon, right? Okay. See you in the morning. Promise I won't die this time. Okay. I think at that point in Junction, I think that's going to be it for me today. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That, let's quit out of that. Have a good night. Thanks for the stream. Thank you guys for staying with me as long as you did. That was... I put some happy music on because I need something. Huh. That is, game is a mental marathon. I feel tired. I actually feel very tired after playing this game. Like, don't get me wrong, it is a great game by any means. This is a fantastic game, but I feel like I've taken, what is it, emotional damage at this point from this game. That was a whole lot of just raw emotions to deal with and big pain. Big emotional pain. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna... I don't know what to even do. I need something that's gonna at least put me in a good mood, because I need to change the pace here. Okay, more sugar indeed. That'd be a good idea. I think we're gonna go ahead and find someone to raid. I think I need something to have just for good vibes. I think I'm gonna try and find someone that's doing just chatting or something. In fact, I think I know who I want to go and check out for the meantime. What message should we have? We are gonna... Let's see. I don't know what message to even put. It's like... coming in for the chill. Okay. I think that will be a good enough message. Because we're going to go ahead and see if we can raid into Vexoria's stream. It's been a while. I know that Vexoria is just coming back into streaming a little bit after some events, but that should be a little bit of fun. But yeah, I think I'm down for some chill bits for the rest of the night. Thank you all so very much for staying on with me as long as you did, and at least hanging out with me too, and not imploding from the cringe of Disco Elysium. I will be back in on Saturday to play some Final Fantasy XIV and continue with the patch content for Stormblood. I will see you all then, but in the meantime, thank you all so much for coming in. Thanks for keeping me company. You all are so lovely. I love you all so much for being, in my community. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody.